Hi, my name is Tom Hansen. I'm a professor at the University of Delaware and also interim associate director of the Delaware Biotechnology Institute. I'm the convener for the World Microbe Forum session AES 105 on probing microbial phenotypes with mass spectrometry. I wanted to give a little bit of background to the session and tell you why I invited the three excellent rising stars that I did. I'm really a microbial physiologist who wants to understand how microbes get materials and energy from their environment in order to make a living out there in the real world. I tend to use pure cultures though, and the three people that I've selected here today are using both model and real world communities and probing these complex systems with mass spectrometry. The reason I invited them, in short, is I think they're really great and I think I have a lot to learn from them. First up is Assistant Professor Erica Forsberg from San Diego State University. She is really pushing the boundaries at looking at high resolution mass spectrometry data, which has really now caught up in terms of throughput to next generation sequencing and proteomic mass spectrometry in terms of metabolites and in terms of the numbers of data features that you can extract. And now it's a big problem for how do you relate that information to these other types of omics data sets. And the work that Forsberg and her group have done has been really intriguing in this regard. So I'm really excited about what she has to say. Next up is Manuel Kleiner from North Carolina State University. Manuel was originally a co-convener with me back when we proposed this session for the 2020 ASM microbe meeting, which got COVIDed. At any rate, I really wanted him to be a speaker because I knew he was doing really good work on metaproteomics, the use of mass spectrometry to identify proteins from microbial communities and natural samples. And he's got an exciting new advancement that he's going to talk about today, which is combining stable isotope probing, the use of, for example, 13C labeled substrates or even O18 water in order to identify really actively synthesized proteins in microbial communities and try to infer what that tells us about the activities that are occurring in those microbial communities. And then finally, I have my colleague at the University of Delaware, Assistant Professor Suni Shah-Walter, who is really an organic geochemist. That's what she calls her lab, the Organic Biogeochemistry Lab at the University of Delaware. And she's really looking at natural abundance isotopes as a way of understanding what currently not able to be cultivated microbes are consuming in their environment, and what can that tell us about fate of organic matter and who is doing what in the real world. Needless to say, I'm really excited about what all three of these young people have to bring to the table, and I'm going to learn a lot. Hopefully they will still talk to me after making them potentially get online very early in the morning. Again, Professor Forsberg, I am really sorry. It is a brutal hour in San Diego for you right now. I hope you have coffee or tea with you. That being said, sit back and please enjoy the session.